Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I know it's been a minute. I am going to be completely transparent with you guys. I had a lot going on with the adjusting to the virtual schooling, my work, working from home with the baby, and I just wanted to make sure everyone was settled and focused. So I kind of shifted my focus to just family and making sure we're all happy. Also, just getting used to, I would say, the whole juggling everything. So that's what I've been spending the past couple months doing, since you all have not seen me over here on YouTube. Just to update you all if you're new to the channel or a new subscriber. The last video I did was actually a virtual school tour of my daughter's classroom. So that's what we've been doing, virtual schooling. I'm working from home, my husband's working from home. We also have a 1-year-old. So really just getting used to that whole routine. I've really been putting a lot of my intentions and focus on my daughter, making sure she's well adjusted. So that's what I've been spending my time doing. And in addition to that, I also launched a business which has been kind of in the works since quarantine started, thanks to my wonderful friend who you've also seen on this channel, Joanna Sarah. She is another former teacher, and she has for several years now had her own company where she produces car seat ponchos, learning tapestries, a whole array of things. And so through her and that relationship, she also inspired me to launch my own business while quarantined and guided me through the entire process. So shout out to her. I'm also going to include her link to her store so you can shop that down below. But I launched my own business, and it's very personal to me. It's definitely a passion project. So that's another reason why I haven't been all into the YouTube. I've really been putting my focus on my business, learning things and everything like that. But I did launch a business. It is called the Ebony Heritage Collection. And the goal of my business, of this collection, is to preserve and normalize our culture through inspiring designs, and to encourage learning and our history, and also instilling pride through my designs. So I have started off with my capstone collection, which features the reversible learning Kwanzaa blanket. As you all know, I don't know if I've shared much on this channel, but I grew up in a very pro-black household, and we celebrated Kwanzaa growing up. My father introduced it to us, and we celebrated it. We had the Kanara, which is the candle holder. We went through the 7 days. And for those of you all that don't know, Kwanzaa comes the day after Christmas, and it runs until the new year. So it's to prepare you and your family, in the black community, to prepare black families or any families. I've read in some books that other cultures celebrate it too. So for anyone to really prepare and get centered for the new year. And so, on my blanket, and I'm going to have probably like a little slide or something. I'll throw some pictures up. But on my blanket, I have the Kanara. It's huge too. It's a 50 by 60. It's so soft. It's that soft, minky material. And then on the back, there are the 7 principles. So you all see, your kids can learn, the family can learn. If you're introducing Kwanzaa, this is a great tool. If you celebrate Kwanzaa, wonderful addition to have in your household. And I also have made a collection of learning tapestries. I'm going to probably I'm going to throw pictures up, but of learning tapestries. And the tapestries are, right now we have 4 black women that I made the designs off of. So I have Aretha Franklin, because Detroit. I have Nina Simone, Angela Davis, and Madam C.J. Walker. Why those 4 women? Why did I choose those 4 women? Because they all were also civically engaged. They also were in the civil rights movement, helping out in addition to their illustrious careers that made them their money and gained them their notoriety and fame. They were also very civically engaged, all into the social justice and really making change. So they are representations to me of women who do it all, like myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to start the collection with, Sisters with Vision collection. And so I have beautiful tapestries, 50 by 62, and they have biographical information and as well as a quote to inspire bring inspiration. And so I envision those tapestries in your home, in classrooms. I think they're ideal for Black History Month for teachers to have. And the blanket, I think everyone should have this, honestly, in their home. And even if, you don't have to pick and choose. Like, you can celebrate Kwanzaa and Christmas, which is what I do. I infuse both. But I think if you're celebrating Christmas in a Black household, it's important to also infuse our culture in there, especially right before the new year. It's such a powerful holiday and it means so much to me. So anyways, I did want to talk about that. So I've been super busy with that and I'm passionate about it. I'm so grateful that I have this business to work on with all the crazy stuff that's been going on with the election, with everything crazy going on. It's been wonderful channeling my energy into something positive, something that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about normalizing Black history as world history and centering our history in that way, not like it's some subculture, right? And so, growing up, I was always inspired by art. I think that's a big reason, and because I'm already working on my next collection, I think that's what drives me. My parents were huge and big Black art lovers. I have several of their pieces in my home today. One behind me, one in front of me of Harriet Tubman's Underground Railroad by Paul Collins. I have, an AKA. I have Black art all around me. When you walked in my house and came into my house as a kid, you knew you were in a Black household, and I think that is how I want my house to be too. Except for when I put my house on the market, I will take all this down, right? But until then, when you walk in my house, the house you're walking in, and you're also walking in a home filled with education and inspiration, and a home that centers the Black experience and instills pride, and it's about learning. I have books everywhere, and so my children, I hope, and I'm sure they will grow up like I did, will have that sense of pride. And it doesn't leave you, because I'm going to be honest, growing up, it wasn't Black Lives Matter when I was a kid. I was born in the 80s. It was like, crazy stuff, and so we were not, it was just a totally different time. And so growing up, no, I did not embrace, all the things that I was taught and that I knew were probably right about my history and about my people. But it never left me because the foundation was set, and so as I got older, that's what I'm drawn to. That's what I was naturally drawn to, finding more about my history, finding and learning more and seeking to understand my people and my culture and my heritage more. So that is what this collection is about. This is just the beginning. There's a sale right now happening on Etsy. Link is down below. But, I am all about preserving our culture, normalizing it, making our children feel proud about where they come from, and proud because it's crazy that they've made us feel such a way about ourselves, right? So big about that. I've been reading a lot, definitely adding to the book collections that are throughout my house. But that's what I've been on. Mental health is real. So I have definitely invested in my mental health since quarantine. I have a wonderful therapist. Shout out to her. If you need a therapist in the Metro Detroit area, reach out to me. I hook you up, because I have a wonderful therapist, but it's a part of a whole program. So, I'm a big advocate of mental health, but I've just been taking my time to really adjust to everything. And I'm cool on, it's a marathon, not a sprint, really taking our time to, get used to everything. And that's what I've been spending the last few months doing. And I feel like as a family, we're in a great place as it relates to my daughter being adjusted to this whole virtual schooling thing, me managing, working from home, running a business, running my kids, all that kind of stuff. I just know that we will be better on the other side of all of this. I still have a lot of faith and hope in all of that. And so that is personally what I believe. So I just wanted to update you all with that. I'm going to do another video probably next, talking about just like how it is to like have this like whole online business, because all this is really new for me. So I will go into the details and specifics. Would love if you support the collection. So please, go ahead, link. All the information is below in the bio description or whatever like that. So thanks so much for tuning in. I just wanted to hop in and say that I am back. This is like season 3. Okay, so I am back to bring you all all whatever. Because also another thing that I want to start talking about too on this channel, because it's important to me, is skincare. I've really been like obsessed. I'm not like one of those people like what is it, an influencer. I just want to share with you all the things that are working for me, because another way that I have been getting through all this crazy uncertainty time is I've really been self-caring, pampering myself, working on the skincare, getting the skin right, and as well as some other things that I've learned. Shout out to my Sacred Woman, Queen Afua book, learning too about my womb health. So I'll be sharing some of those tips and things, and just some things that I'm learning on my journey of ultimate peace, because that's my goal in this life, because this life will try to drive you crazy. It tries to drive you crazy, and it tries to give you low self-esteem. But I'm learning that the goal is happiness, the goal is peace. So I'll share with you all some things that I am including in on my journey of all those things. Also, I celebrated a birthday since the last time I seen you, so happy birthday to me. I'm just kidding. But seriously, and I also launched my business around my birthday. So in the midst of all the crazy things that are happening this year, there's still a lot of good and a lot that we can learn from moving forward, and that's what all I can hope for us. I feel like we're definitely in a shift though, so I'm also like not naive. I'm buckling up for whatever is going to happen. So anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, at Ebs Knows Best. All right, guys, thanks.